Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Animals with Nianne, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of one of South America's most elegant and elusive animals, the Vicuñas. These creatures might look like small llamas, but there's so much more to them. The scientific name for Vicuña is Vicuña. It's a wild relative to the llama and alpaca. They're quite small compared to other camelids. Adults weigh between 35 and 50 kilograms. Their body heights range from 80 to 90 centimeters at shoulder length. They have long and slender limbs, allowing for efficient movement over rough and rocky terrain. Their skeletal structure is adapted to swift movement, which aids in escaping situations where predators are chasing them. One of the predators that chase after them is the puma, and they're quite fast, so the Vicuña also has to be fast. Vicuñas are beautiful animals in my opinion. If you see the fur, they're cinnamon kind of color, with white patches on chest and lower body. I've also heard that Vicuñas, their fur is called the golden coat or God's wool or something like that. They're incredibly soft. Yeah, they have a golden color to them. Fur plays an important role in thermal regulation and camouflage. They live in grassy environments, so the fur helps them to hide from predators. As I've said before, the wool is extremely soft and fine. The hair is short and dense, which provide insulation against the very cold temperatures that can occur in the habitat where they live. Another very interesting about the Vicuña is that they have specialized teeth designed for chewing tough grasses and shrubs, which is typical in their diets in high altitude grasslands. The one part of the teeth, the high-crowned molars, helps with the continuous grinding of plant material. These teeth are designed in a special way to make that happen, basically. Another very interesting thing about the Vicuñas is their physiological adaptations, which are crucial in the puna, where they live, which is on a very high altitude. Oxygen levels are very low. One way they have adapted to the low oxygen levels in the high altitude is by possessing increased number of red blood cells and high concentration of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin helps transfer iron in the red blood cells. Hemoglobin are in the red blood cells and they help carry, I think they have irons in them and they carry oxygens to all the other cells. Because they have an increased amount of red blood cells, this allows them to thrive in areas over 4,000 meters high, where oxygen levels are reduced by 40%. So they have very cool ways to adapt to the high altitudes. First of all, very thick fur, which keep them extra warm, and a specialized heart and lungs that process oxygen in a specialized way that we humans can't even get close to. Like, they're on a higher level than in VR, literally. Breeding occurs in late autumn and winter months. During these times, the males will become very territorial and intensify their defense against rivals during this time. They also have a group bachelor males that are excluded from breeding opportunities. They don't have a territory, which highlights the importance of having a territory if you want to breed as a Vicuña. These bachelor groups consist of future breeding males and serve as a critical reserve for genetic diversity. These bachelor males have employed strategies such as replacing a territorial male to gain access to the females, or by defending a new territory to encourage young females to come to theirs and live there with them. Now, the females need a mean home range of 18.9 hectares and have a gestation period of approximately 11 months until they give birth to one single cria, which is a baby Vicuña. They call those crias, and they give birth in late summer or early autumn. This timing aligns with optimal forage availability, so in late summer and early autumn there's more food to go around, which is essential for the survival of the newborn. And when a new cria is born, they can already stand and follow their mother shortly after birth. Very impressive, but they have to, because there are always predators around, so they have to be able to stand up soon after birth. Yeah, the interaction between female and males could provide an explanation for the species Polygamous. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure.
Polygynous.
Mating systems. So, polygynous is when one male breeds with multiple females. The Vicuña is primarily located in the high Andean Puna, as I've said before, which spans from the countries of Bolivia, Peru, Argentina and Chile. And they mainly live in montane grass and shrublands, which is characterized by its harsh climate. It can be very cold, high elevations, and a variation of vegetation. Yeah, temperatures are generally low, like it can be very cold, especially during the night, and that's why they have their role. The Vicuña is currently listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List due to increasing population and widespread presence in protected areas. I would like to mention a little bit more about the wool, because the wool is very special. I believe they have the most expensive wool in the world. Yeah, it's very luxurious and just like very fancy. It's fine in their cashmere and incredibly warm. But the thing is that Vicuñas only produce about 200 grams of wool every 2 years. So they can only be shared under strict conservation rules, which makes a single scarf cost like thousands of dollars. It's very expensive. They were nearly poached to extinction for its valuable wool. They came very close to extinction. At one point, the Vicuñas were like so close to being extinct due to overhunting for the valuable wool, and in the 1960s their population had dropped to 6,000 individuals. Thankfully, conservation efforts and strict regulations helped them recover. Today they're increasing, as I've said before. Their population is gaining more and more, but even so, illegal poaching remains a threat to the Vicuñas. There are legal sharing programs now that support sustainable practices and local economies, but illegal poaching continues to be a threat to the Vicuñas. Effective conservation measures are essential to the Vicuñas' survival. Stricter local, national and international controls are needed. Another threat to them is habitat loss due to climate warming and, well, the whole world basically, which forces the Vicuña to adapt to suboptimal areas to live in. In these areas, it's possible that there's a different availability of food, but the thing is, Vicuñas are very selective due to their sensibility in changes in their diet, so they can't eat everything they want, or like if they have to eat something else, it's very likely that this will have a negative impact on the Vicuñas since they're not able to handle everything. Human activity also creates a barrier, leading to reducing foraging availabilities and territories. So, besides climate warming, the climate change, human activities also negatively impact the Vicuñas, except for the conservation efforts with the shearing. That's a good thing. We have to get that going, but besides that, humans aren't doing very well when it comes to protecting Vicuñas. Habitat loss due to overgrazing and climate change poses further risk, necessitating continued protection and stricter control measurements to prevent a return to past population declines. And last but not least, to end on a little bit of a lighter note, after all those threats and sad things about the Vicuñas, what I found out is that Vicuñas are the national animal of Peru. Cute, love that for them. They have super sharp eyesight, perfect for spotting predators like pumas and foxes. They can also spit like llamas, but only if they feel threatened. They can survive without water for long periods by absorbing moisture from plants. So those were some fun facts about Vicuñas. Yeah, that's the amazing Vicuña. Please let me know what you think about this animal, and if you have more to say or questions, you can let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video. It will help me out a lot. If you are interested in more of these kind of videos, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that as well. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.